everybody, Dogman Dan here. We are in Warframe. This is update 1 of the Silver Grove, if you will. And I'm going to quickly go through some of the stuff, but let me get through the initial big deal here. Day 1 access members have been given for this update the 3 new Syndicate mods that came out. So these are going to be available through the syndicates. So you can pick them up. Let me just quickly look through them with you, and then we'll get through the rest of this update. Yeah, so let's take a look here, start fusing this mod just so we can get the maximum amount out of it. So, fusion system, I do like this, really, I do. I just love the whole way this works. So, we're going to start out with Elemental Storm for Inaros here. Now, at a max rank, the Sandstorm augment, which is pretty nice. I like the Sandstorm augment, or the Sandstorm itself, so this could be something that might be worth it. 50% chance of inflicting status effects based on the damage type and mods equipped on your melee weapons. That is pretty cool. I like that. I definitely do like that. I think this could be very useful depending upon how you set up Anaris. And I usually use the Sandstorm and his first ability. That's all I ever use anyway, 1 and 3 more or less. So this one would work out pretty good for me. Yeah, we'll just apply that while we're here. That takes care of that one. Okay. Oh no, I can't back out. Next. Most recent. Rarity? Most recent. There we go. Sorry. Something happened there. Flash Accelerant. Let's take a look at this. This is interesting of how this will work out here. So, the Accelerant mod for Ember. Okay, it's going to give you a plus 50% casting speed, always a nice thing to get casting speed, and a plus 50% fire damage to allies within range. So, that's going to be kind of interesting to play with. I'm not sure. I mean, I like the casting speed. Obviously, the extra damage that's going to go to your allies when they're using their weapons or whatnot as well is kind of cool, but how it plays into Ember, does it really make things any better? I'm not quite sure yet. I guess that's just one that has to be played around with just to see how that works out. And Ember is one of those frames I kind of have to go back to and just kind of see. Like, I haven't looked at her in a while. There's a couple frames I haven't looked in a while to go back and play around with here. So, and this last one should be Valkyr, Hysterical Assault. So at max, you're going to use your secondary fire to leap onto enemies up to 30 meters away. Interesting. So you got some distance with this. I don't know if this is really better or worse. I think it's kind of cool from the way it sounds. So if you guys are Valkyr players, you know, obviously let me know in comments. I'm curious. I think it does sound kind of cool. I mean, anything that allows you to jump onto an enemy from 30 meters away, how wrong can that be? But is it something that you can adjust your builds for? Only time will tell, right? So those are the 3 new mods that are out there over as the Syndicate mods. Get yourselves over there if you want to, and once I get a chance on them and play around with them, I'll give you my thoughts in separate follow-up videos. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the other stuff that's going on in this update. So, big thing, more fashion frame if you will, but a large amount of Tenogen items were added. I'm going to go ahead and probably just throw some of the images up on screen in terms of what they posted. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brand new Sindanas that were introduced. 5 brand new deluxe skins that were introduced. One's for Nyx, one's for Volt, one's for Excalibur, another one for Excalibur, and one for Valkyr. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, another set, so more like 10. Mirage, Excalibur, Rhino, and Rhino. So 2 Rhinos, 3 Excaliburs, 2 Mirages, Valkyr, Volt, and Nyx all on there. That are the Tenogen skins, and they've also got some Tenogen helmets that also came out as well. Pretty crazy. It's nice to see some of the designs. Everybody is so... they just look great. I mean, it's amazing what people can come up with. And you know, it's one that always shocks you, I guess, if you will, the amount of creativity from some from players in the community. So, you know, congrats to those people that got them in, and good solid work on what you guys did. Anyway, so what else we've got here? We've got new emotes. I'm not going to show them to you, but there's a kneel, there's a bent kneel, and there's now a sit emote. So that's interesting. So now you can sit. So we're getting into more of that. A couple additions here. They've added a new option to customize a quick progress view in your key bindings. So basically this is going to allow you to scroll through your rewards instead of having to use like the tab to view mission progress type of thing. So this is if you go into your settings and you do a quick view progress, put it as a key binding, you will be set up to be able to look through all your rewards. They're also going to add a counter for each player for buff indicators, and it'll show on your player list up in that right hand screen, or screen if you have your HUD options on. They fixed the scoreboard not disappearing when dead in Conclave during the Lunaro replays, just FYI. A couple big improvements here. They improved the combo fluidity of the bullet dance mod, and they also fixed the execution combos because there's a lot of problems with that. I mean, it was a little jumpy, but I actually enjoyed it the way it was. It's still great the way it is. So don't get me wrong, I'm glad that they actually fixed it and make it easier for people to play. The Lotus will now inform you of the location of the shrine when finding it outside of the Silver Grove quest. So when you have done the quest and you're going back to the shrine again, because you can go back to the shrine over and over, the Lotus will tell you where it's at, which is a nice thing. They optimized the font storage to reduce memory footprints in this update, so that was nice. They also improved some shadow precisions in both DirectX 10 and 11, which they're hoping will actually reduce some GPU memory usage. Okay. Improve the navigation for the AI around cryopods and the Corpus ship defense missions. They remove some delay intended for fixed frame rate when auto-reloading a weapon. This primarily affected like the Vectis, the Tigris, due to its frequent reloading type of thing. And alerts that reward Endo will be displayed as the same as like a credit award alert, with the Endo icon displayed instead of the word Endo. So just look for the little Pokeballs on your screen now. A couple of fixes in here as well. Fixed issues while being active with Titania's Razor Wing, preventing other effects of tribute buffs and spellbind for self-cast. They also fixed the long performance hitch that was occurring on the Shrine mission without the Apothec in the Silver Grove quest. And a couple things. They supposedly fixed the Raptor NS missing a codex entry, so that's a good thing. I hadn't checked the codex yet. Fixed the Parasite's alt fire not being able to pull ragdoll enemies, so from like Titania's Spellbind and Lanterns. They fixed that stuff. Cephalon fragment markers appear as default icons for hosts. And let's see, we got Oberon's Reckoning ability stats to show up as health orb drop chances. It's a proper percentage rather than a fractional probability. Fix the crash that was happening with Necros's Desecrate. And let's see, Second Dream quest, key being given as a reward for completing the Nata quest. Players must complete the Uranus and Neptune junction as intended. So there was a little glitch there where you were getting the key before you were actually doing the junction. So these are just a couple things. I'm going to have everything, of course, loaded up on the website, nodcommunity.com, over on the forums as well. But wasn't a huge update, but just, you know, definitely the augments, you know, comments below. If you were using them, I haven't had a chance to use them. It'll probably be a few days before I get to use them, considering how I'm feeling. But I think it's pretty. These fashion frame stuff is looking pretty good from the community. Definitely liking the ability to really, you know, customize, because that's what it's all about. You know, you feel like your own person when you're out there. Anyway, until next time, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.